Alright, it's time to put some stitches on this thing. And that ain't gonna be easy. Because I gotta put them in at the angle I punched the holes in at. Kind of get the idea there. The thing is, the reason I'm doing this is because there's no welt along the back and I don't want the knife blade to catch on any of the stitches. So basically, they have to go through the middle of the leather. That's going to take lots and lots of thread, so I've got lots and lots of thread ready. I probably got way more than I'll need, but I'd rather have more thread than I need than less. Nothing's more of a pain in the butt than coming to like the last, I don't know, last inch or so of a line you're stitching and running out of thread and having to splice. Now, even though I made the holes, I'm still going to use the awl to open them up before I put the needle through. That'll just make it a little bit easier to do that. After I put all the holes in the leather, I went ahead and I wet the leather and rolled it around. It's not really knife sheath shaped. It's just kind of like a tube. And that'll enable me to more easily bring these two sides together as I stitch. And yeah, this one's going to take a while to do. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me just see if I can get this stitch on through. Because it ain't going to be easy and it ain't going to be quick. What it is, to anybody viewing this, is going to be pretty darn boring. So, there you go. Just to give you an idea what I'm doing here. And I don't really have a way to clamp this, so I got to kind of let it sit on my workbench. There you go, you get the idea. Threads come around and hold it together. Now I'm going to make sure that my needles are even. And they're not, so. Pull one through side a little more. And I'm going to keep going. And we'll come back after I get a little ways further down. Alright, I'm a little further down. But I'm just going to do a stitch or two real quick for the video. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. First thing I do is open it up a little bit with the awl. Don't have to go all the way in. Just little ways on one side. Switch hands. And go a little ways on the other side. And that's just to open it up a little bit. Okay, make sure I don't have any knots in my thread. And I don't. Go in there and out there. Pull it on through, and I'm going to pull both these threads up, take the second needle, make sure I don't have any tangles in the thread, and go underneath it. This is where the difficult part is, finding that hole. There it is. Okay, underneath. Don't go all the way through yet, but give this thread a little tug, make sure I didn't pierce it, and I didn't. Now I can go all the way through. Sometimes I gotta use my smooth jawed pliers. Since I don't really have a way to clamp this, pull one side through and pull the, ooh, geez, look at that. Bird's nest. Pull the other side through and snug it. And then go on to the next one and do the same thing. Now, down here, when I get to this point where the curves and stuff start, I'm going to go ahead and wet it again and form this end and then stitch that. But for now, I'm just going to continue up at this top end here. Take my awl. You know what, I could probably just use a needle. Push needle in. Might actually go quicker this way. Okay, push needle in. I tried stitching it without doing that, and it's very difficult. See if I can get on through there. There we go. I can actually use my wrist brace to push the needle. Pretty cool, huh? I can use something for a handicap to help. Whoever would have thunked? Pull those two up. Make sure I'm not tangled. And go on through. Yeah, there ain't no way I'm going to finish this in one sitting. So, it's going to take a while, take a few days. This is definitely not something that can be stitched quickly. All right. But it is kind of interesting to do a stitch like this, because you know, when you're doing leather work, you want to try different stuff. And this is definitely different. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to keep up with this, and I guess that'll be it for this part of the video, and we'll come back. I'm not sure. We'll come back after it's been formed or what, but we will be back.